Sanbonani Makai, meaning Nkosazana Yasekasu, Gigi Lemaine. African hair is an international language that has been expressed and taught through curls, cuts, wigs, weaves, and even braids. On today's show, we do exactly that. We have an amazing jam-packed show with amazing guests in studio today. We're on the street investigating some of your problems while we interact with you guys online. We also have special product placements and, of course, the last one and my favorite one, the hair jury. Stay tuned. So today in studio, we have two amazing guests. The first is a musical talent. She's the recipient of the African Hair Award for 2018. She is a songstress, songwriter, actress, mother, Zamo Dlamini. Welcome.
Thank you.
And last but not least, she's an absolute phenom and legend, a hair expert and educator at the Gwetema SOS School, Simi Mboweni. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Now, ladies, I'm going to jump straight into it. Zamo, tell us what has inspired your musical journey, but specifically your hair journey.
I started doing music from as early as 15, but I knew from as early as 6 that I could sing. So basically being around people, being on stage, I always had to have my hair in check.
Yeah.
You know, all the time. Changing my hair maybe every 2 weeks, depending on what it is that I have on. But yeah, it's been quite an amazing journey. I always want to make sure with me trendsetter, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, when I look at you, it always screams natural. Have you always been somebody who's like been interested in fibers and that kind of hair?
Not necessarily, because I mean, around maybe 15, 16, 17, my hair was processed. It was breaking. It was a mess. You know, forced them up on, my chair.
I know, right?
You know, trying to be that girl, you know. And then I think later, just when I was approaching my 30s, I actually said, you know, no, I'm done with processed hair. Let me embrace who I am, you know, because as musicians and as voices of the voiceless, we want to teach our children to embrace who they are.
Definitely.
You know, because the Western lifestyle has influence on so much influence on our generation, and you know, I feel like let's go back, guys. You know, let's do Benny and Betty.
Those kind of things, right? That are like
those were the
specific
things
to us.
Yes, there's kulengato before the processing of hair.
You know, the conversation always comes in around. I know. You know, my hairstylist is out in Bram. For anyone watching this right now, if you're willing to hook us up with the connect, who does Zamo's hair? Crossing fingers, you're gonna say.
Her name is Melissa. She's from Zim. Actually, Melissa is the lady who I started the journey with, the natural hair journey. Because I remember coming to her salon, I'm like, I dyed my hair, it's damaged. Oh my gosh, what do I do? You know, then she's like, no, it's okay. Let's try. Maybe just cut your hair and start afresh, you know. So we started kancane, and then, you know, we are here. She's at 93 Juta Street.
Shout out for the connect. Shout out to Melissa, you're doing an amazing job. On to you, Simi. I mean, word on the streets is that you're a pastor, you know, and then you're an educator by day, and then there's the hair stuff going on. So, I mean, can you tell us a little more about that?
Pastoring is a calling, and then hairdressing educator is a qualification. As I grew up, I then said, okay, let me have my own hairdressing salons. To an extent that when I went to a tertiary teachers college where I had the room where I was shampooing people, I used to make a lot of money. Towards the school's closing exams time, they will know that they are going to find me there, and I will be plating them, I'll be doing hair relaxing, I'll be doing SCAL, and that is where the love was so strong to me. When I came back, I had a hairdressing salons. Then when I was there, I said, okay, fine, this is so good, this is so money-making, why don't I then teach? That is when I saw an advert advertising that at Gwatema Skills School they need a hairdressing educator.
So now moving on to Gwatema SOS School, for anyone who's watching now and doesn't know what that's about, the history, what's unique about the school, what would you say?
Gwatema Skills School is a very unique school. Most of the learners who are staying around the area, they want to come here because they understand that it is a school whereby skills are taught. our learners, as they come, they go to different subjects with their own interests. No one forces them. We also encourage parents that they mustn't force them. They need to give them a platform of choosing to do what they like, because it is where their future lies. Yes.
Wow, guys, you heard it here first in studio. I am learning so much about this. Fatima apparently is running the streets of Durban, so let's cross over to her.
Today we're on the streets of Durban, KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. With me is salon owner, entrepreneur, stylist, wig master, Mrs. Mabaso.
And we're going to be using really dramatic colors, so like pinks and fuchsias and purples, and that's really going to be trending in the summer. So after we've applied our serum, we're just going to brush our hair down, just using a tail comb just to detangle from the roots to the tips.
Let's talk about a party. I've had a great time over the weekend, but I've got to go back to work on Monday. How quick is it to get it back?
This is very easy to get out of your hair. So you just use your shampoo and your conditioner, and then your hair will go back to its regular color.
That's it from Hair Trends. Stay tuned as we talk more about hair.
Welcome back. Ladies, I don't know, but I think of the black hair industry right now, and it's absolutely saturated with so many products. Thinking now off the top of my head, I probably have 7 products in my bathroom. I'm probably not even sure how everything works. And according to me, I think I can't live without any of them. Zamo, for you, what is that one product you can't live without?
Can I name 2?
Go ahead.
Maybe my conditioner
Conditioner.
and my castor oil.
All right.
Because I have my scalp is very dry. So it always has to be moisturized all the time. And sometimes you have food, with with castor oil, you can use it maybe like 3 times a week, but with the hair food, especially if your skin, your scalp is like really, really, really dry like mine.
And it's so important to viewers at home to know and understand the importance of all the products, hair products that they are using, because they need to look at the ingredients that have made the product and also follow good and perfectly well the manufacturer's instructions. Because you find that you saw someone buying this, and then you take it home, you go do it yourself as a DIY. And then when you go home, your hair shows difference. Then you start having dandruff. Then you start having a lot of things that are giving your hair a problem.
Definitely. And I think that's exactly what this feature is about. So guys, like we said, once a week we bring to you some of the top products that you should be using, teaching you on how to use them. But as Simi said, it's important to follow instructions. Here is the Spotlight product.
Welcome to Product Spotlight. Our product spotlight for today is Jamaican Black Castor Oil. This is just an amazing product for every girl to have. It is a product that works with all hair types, but excellent for natural hair. It assists with moisturizing, rapid increase in terms of growth, but it also assists with our everyday problem when it comes to our scalp, such as dandruff, itchy scalp, eczema, and dryness. An amazing product that one definitely has to try out. Now, we know that different brands out there have it as an added ingredient in terms of their product. However, we recommend that you look out for a product that specifies pure 100% Jamaican black castor oil. So it must not be combined with any other ingredient, just the pure one. It works excellently. If you have a product in mind that has done wonders for you, follow us on our socials or send us an email on hairjury@gmail.com. Till next time.
Shout out to Fatima for that. Absolutely amazing at the amount of education that goes into hair, guys, right? But nevertheless, ladies, what is trending? What is trending with hair right now? What should people be looking out for? I mean, I've got mine, but I want to hear yours first.
I think one of my favorites that is trending at the moment is definitely the combination of cornrows and the afro. Ladies are playing a lot with that lately.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's actually very, very beautiful. But also the Brazilian fringe is trending at the moment. I don't know why, for some funny reason.
Right.
I've just been seeing a lot of people with a fringe and, you know, but also incorporating the straight hair with the African hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Almost like a good synergy.
It's beautiful.
Simi and you?
Okay, I'll say what is trending now. It's dreadlocks.
Yes.
And yes, and the African look, you know, you see that everyone now is shaving the hair, cuts the hair. They want their own natural look back there. So all
Wow.
those design cuts are trending now.
Right, right.
Yes.
And for me, I'm just so fixated. I mean, for anyone who's known me since I've been in the industry, I've been absolutely obsessed with the mohawk, whether it's like short hair, you know, natural inspired hair. But when I looked for this hairstyle, I was like Avatar, the blue people, right?
Yes.
Very tribal, very. So for me, I think that's it. Also because I just don't like spending much time in salons. I know that's really wrong, but I just look for something that's quick, efficient, cut the sides, and we're good to go. And we're back, guys, and this is my absolute favorite part of the show. It is hair jury time. Ladies, and how this works is we get 3 amazing looks by 3 amazing people. We dissect them, we speak about it, and we also find out who's behind some of these looks, right? The stylists and stuff, the people that have us looking absolutely amazing. And for viewers at home, don't be afraid to comment, speak to us on the social media details below, and let's get talking about everything hair. Don't forget, it's hashtag hair jewelry. And are you guys ready for my first?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
get
yes, really. Let's see.
She's the fave, guys.
Let's
Apparently,
see
I
who,
look like her
let's see
sometimes.
who.
Apparently, like shape-shifting.
I'll tell you.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
tell you if they like.
Okay. The first person is Lyra.
Wow, that's my homie.
Really?
Yes, and you know what?
Yeah.
What's interesting, Lyra has been looking like very short hair. I don't even imagine, I don't think even that I can even dream of her having longer
Long
hair.
hair. I know,
You know?
yeah, and-
She has been in those very short cut hair.
Like forever.
Like forever.
But you know, something very interesting is, you know, word on the streets in terms of like, you know, what musicians chat about is that apparently she was let off her label many years ago because she refused to fit the standard of, you know, the long hair,
Of the hair.
and, you know, the stereotypes behind that. So I'd like to say shout out to her for that.
True. Shout out to
Yeah,
her.
shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
And for our second look, Azania. Azania, yummy mummy. I love the wet, like short look thing she's doing right now.
She's like the mummy of Afro twist.
I feel it.
And you know, always I look at her hair, it's like it's wetted every time. It's so silky, so wetted, a little bit of curls.
Yeah.
And you can see that she's so confident
Yeah.
with her hair and her facial looks. It looks so beautiful in her.
But
it suits her.
also the way she styles it really
Yes.
complements her. The shape of her face, you know, it's beautiful. It's
beautiful.
I love it.
And just like to interject something like on, because I've heard things about like the short hair versus short hair versus long hair. Is there like age on that? So the shorter the hair, the younger you look, or is it just like a myth, Simi?
You know, if I can say it, any hairstyle that you do, the change of hairstyle, it makes you look young and brand new. Every
nice.
time you change your hairstyle, you look beautiful.
You
and
heard it, guys.
smart.
And guys, my final, absolutely love her. I think she just killed it for us. Miss South Africa.
Wow!
I love her. I love her. I love her. The whole fade thing and
Yeah.
just, I think the fluidity in gender, even with the cuts that she creates, I think are
beautiful.
absolutely amazing. With the, I remember I was really afraid to do like the fade stuff, and yeah, she put me on.
So now we vote.
The trickiest part, guys, vote with us. It's a tricky one. It's the first episode. We're taking it to the top, ladies.
I think my homie.
Oh wow, Lyra.
Because she's been there. Ladies went out and they came back in.
And she was
Yet
still
they
holding
found
her
her
own.
standing with her cut.
But I think I would also vote for Lyra, particularly because even in terms of the care the hair care. Her hair has always been healthy, full, and
Yeah, I've
you know,
never seen that.
unshakable. And even when she tries to do stuff at the top, you know, a little mohawk, nyana, angaze umbone lira anenjibs, you know, because she's never had hairline problems.
I hear you,
You know,
I hear you.
it's so for me.
Lyra hands down.
I'll give it to her.
So I guess it doesn't matter what I say.
It don't matter, girl.
Well, I was gonna vote for it because I heard sometimes I look like her.
So when I twin.
No, shout out to Lyra. Lyra's always been my favorite. I feel like she's held her own. And I feel like it's just a greater part to her story, right? Her hair. Her hair is politics. Her hair is her standing up and saying, I don't want to be like everyone else. I'm going to fit in regardless of what people think. And there's always been this notion. I know Eka Suguti, if you've got short hair, hey, Gunzi. There's no man. You understand? So it's absolutely amazing that she could do that. Well, there you have it, guys. Our winner for hair jury, the first episode. Shout out to Lyra. Woo! Welcome back, and it's time for Hair on the Streets. This is where we give viewers a chance to interact with us on any issues you might be having with your hair. And of course, we've got experts in the building so they can help you out. And our first question is from Lerato. Lerato is 24 from Protea Glen, and ladies, Lerato is suffering with a whole lot of dandruff, doesn't know what to do, gone through every single product you can think of. What would you suggest, Simi?
Okay, I think what I can say to Lerato and the viewers at home, dandruff, it comes in two different types. There is a dry dandruff and there's an oily dandruff. If it is a dry dandruff, it is because of the food that you are eating. Another method, the method of taking it out is to live right, drink a lot of water, eat greens, your spinach, all your vegetables. It will assist you on that. And another thing, if we were to get that, where is the most time of Lerato? Because the climate also, it creates dandruff to some of the people. You find that the climate change, it gets dry and then her skin becomes very dry. Then if she's not using the proper products for her hair, then it might create a lot of dandruff. And then if Lerato's dandruff is a wet dandruff, Lerato has to go to a chemist, and at the chemist they'll give her the relevant shampoo that she must use, or even she can even go and consult a doctor, because you know some of the problems from the inside they come outside. So you may find that there is one of her organs that is not correct on her
Working
body
properly.
that needs attention if it is a wet dandruff.
Wow, interesting. Lerato, you heard it here first. And our second question is from Tebogo. Tebogo is struggling, has amazing natural hair, but for some reason, every time the hairdryer hits, it falls out. Every time the comb hits, it falls out. What can Tebogo do?
Okay, I would say Tebogo's hair, it's also the climate problem. You find that Tebogo's hair is very dry. Tebogo needs also, it all takes us back to the food we eat. Tebogo also needs to eat the food that has a good cholesterol levels, that he is not running short of cholesterol. Because you find that even there are people who are having a very dry skin. It is because of the dryness of the food and the food that we are eating. So with Tebogo, what I can say to him is that every time you get a product to use for your head, make sure that you take shampoo twice or 3 times a week so that your hair goes back to normal and everything is sanitized by the shampoo that you are using.
Note that, guys, sanitation is absolutely, absolutely crucial to anybody's hair. The final question is from Muzi from Dobsonville. Shout out to Muzi. And Muzi says, how often should I be washing my natural hair?
If Mozi is having a natural hair, Mozi must wash his hair daily if he wants a beautiful, rich, and natural looking and shiny hair. Daily, let him take a shampoo. Whether at the shower, use a shampoo, or take a bath when he's bathing, take a shampoo his hair.
And ladies, the do's and don'ts when it comes to hair.
Experimenting with products that are meant to be used by a professional. You know, people trying to dye their hair at home.
Bleach.
You know, and that just ends up over-processing your hair. And you know, about relaxer sometimes. Hey, TV, they're not keeping track of time. And then by the time I keep the products,
Oh my word.
you know, and it's hard to really fix that kind of damage. And also, treating your hair is very, very important. People, I've heard of people saying they wash their hair with sunlight. You know, the green
I've heard that too, the
others,
green
the liquid
Others
sunlight.
Coca-Cola.
And other people even
Yes.
Omo. They say if your hair is processed and you want it to get back to natural,
Washing
you must
powder.
use washing powder.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
You know?
Simi?
Okay, I would say for you to have beautiful hair, the do's is wash your hair daily if your hair is short. But if you have longer hair like my dreads, I wash them 3 times a week. That is why I have to keep them clean. I have to keep them smelling good. I have to make them grow because water also grows your hair. As the water grows your hair, then you get a very rich hair. So the don'ts, please, guys, don't mix any other thing. Today you are using this product. Tomorrow you get your auntie's product. You use this one, and then the next day, and yet you still expect your hair to look like my hair. No, stay in one product. And another good thing that is so good for our hair, I heard her mentioning castor oil. Olive oil is the best.
Wow.
If
I
you
had
want
no idea.
very rich hair, take olive oil, use it, then put it on your hair because it has that olives. You know olives?
Yes.
They are so good in many different things in our body. It fits, it raises up some of the cells that are dying on our body and revitalizes them, and they get new and strong again.
And also, ladies, braids, you can't keep them for 9 months. It's not a pregnancy.
Hairline, guys.
You know?
no.
You know? And
You end up looking like a chicken
when
out
you're
shit.
reaching out for hugs and you're like,
Yes, yes.
Oh, you mean that too?
your hair is your crown. Come on, guys.
Absolutely.
Keep it clean.
And for me, the last 2, into camera, guys, do not copy Moonchild's moon mop because it is copywritten.
Hey.
Stay away from the moon mop. And we've come to the bitter end of our show. I hate to see you guys go. And thank you so much to my amazing, amazing guests. And of course, to you guys out there, please don't forget to follow us. Let's interact on hair. Let's have conversations on hair. All things black hair right here on Hair Jury.